Adam Brady with Minnesota Lawyers Mutual, here to talk to you about missed deadlines and how to avoid this common practice pitfall. The key to avoiding missed deadlines is to not miss them, obviously. You should know that missed deadlines are the leading cause of legal malpractice complaints. It can happen to you. Don't tell yourself otherwise. The good news is that missed deadlines are entirely preventable. When we're talking about missed deadlines, we're talking about more than just calendaring dates. The sort of calendar that you create and use depends largely upon your practice. There's not a one-size-fits-all solution or master list that you can refer to. And as this is tailored to solo practitioners or people just starting their own practices, you really need to choose carefully what dates it is that you're going to be putting on your calendar. On any one file, you're going to have various statutes of limitations, court dates, you may have pleadings, discovery, etc. Not only do you have these multiple dates, but you may be dealing with multiple jurisdictions or variations of state and local rules. You also may have federal rules that trump your state rules. Make sure you know where you're practicing and what rules apply. The first key to keeping your calendar is to consider investing in practice management software. There are a lot of options out there for you. You really should shop around carefully, look for a program that's the right fit for you, and learn how to use it. It's an upfront investment, but it's going to be far less than your deductible would ever be should you actually miss a deadline and face a malpractice complaint. Practice management software often feature programs that allow you to integrate state rules to create a chain schedule that removes possibility for human error. The more automated your system can be, the less likely it is that you, or if you're lucky enough to have a secretary, are going to make a human mistake and omit an important date or deadline. As I said, the good practice management program is particularly useful for the solo practitioner. When you're keeping your calendar, the person that's ideally suited to do so is the person that's opening the daily mail. So again, if that's you, you're it. You're the only show. If you do have a secretary or an assistant, then that person should keep the master calendar. If there's more than one of you in your practice, if you're a small firm, you're going to want to keep a master calendar, and everyone else would have an individual calendar. You want to avoid keeping dates in several locations. Again, this gets back to reducing the opportunity for human error. If you've got notepads on your dashboard and notes at home, notes at your desk at work, you just are creating an opportunity to omit something. Another key is that you need to back your calendar up. You don't want to keep just one copy. You need a hard copy, a paper copy, that you can rely on in the event that all other copies fail. And you want to keep a data copy in the form of a disk or most likely a flash drive. You may want to keep an off-site copy on a cloud somewhere. You also want to have a disaster plan, particularly those of you that are solo practitioners. What happens in the event that you're incapacitated? Not to be macabre, but you need to have a backup plan, and you need to have someone who is responsible and trusted, who knows how to access your calendar system. Of course, you want to synchronize your calendar system to the extent that you can with your BlackBerry, your tablet, your iPhone, just another backup, another line of defense so that you're not missing any dates. It's important not to just calendar the event itself, but you need to give yourself time to accomplish the task that you're entering on your calendar. The frequency of your reminders is going to vary greatly depending on what the task it is that you're looking to complete. Make sure you allot yourself enough time to get that brief drafted and reviewed, and you just don't cut yourself short. You also don't want to just call it quits once you've accomplished the task. Often you want to calendar a follow-up to make sure, for instance, that your complaint was served, or if opposing counsel has promised certain documents by X date, make sure you mark that date down so you can follow up. So in closing, some general thoughts. When you're unsure what deadline may apply, make sure that you create a record, you memorialize your factual and legal analysis that inform your decision. In the event it's challenged down the road, you'll have something to point to support your position. Another key calendar item that's not really a calendar item at all are non-engagement letters, because you cannot miss a deadline in a case if you can prove you never took it. And again, I reiterate, consider investing in case management software. Learn to use it. Spend some time with it. It may be a bit of an investment up front, but it's well worth it. It will make your life much easier. You'll sleep a little bit better. Look at case management software. And don't dismiss the calendar system as a no-brainer. You've got a lot of other concerns in starting your law practice. You've got actual law to learn or research. You've got other issues. Don't fall in the trap of thinking it's a date, I've got it, mark it and move on. You need a calendar system that you can use and will use. Your calendar is only as good as the effort you put into it. You have to use it. Get in the habit of using a calendar system. Set aside a block of time each week to review it and avoid this common pitfall. Thank you.